All right, and I'm live. Welcome to Team Donovan, Wealth Building. I'm going to be taking a look at um, things that I've done, movements that I made in the market for the past 2 weeks. Um, Typical disclaimer first: I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take this as financial advice. I'm just going over what I've done, so you can follow along. Okay, let's get started here. This and share screen. Entire screen. Sorry, this is my first go live. And, okay. Wish I could make that a little bit bigger. All right. So uh, the the portfolio that I'm going to go over is for my non-retirement taxable account, and that's just all I'm going over. So let's go ahead and start this. Oh well, and first, I'm sure y'all noticed the volatile market with the tariffs going, the market going up drastic swings and down drastic swings. This is why I like the dividend portfolio, or at least focusing on dividend stocks, because that capital will keep coming in regardless of whether security goes up and down. That's just me, but so yeah. So let's go over this. So this is the dividends that I received. Here we go. Wow. Sorry, just making sure it doesn't. The joys of going live. There you go. Oh, there we go. Okay, so going back 2 weeks, received VIG, which is a Vanguard dividend fund that focuses on dividend appreciation. LTC, which is a monthly REIT focused on long-term care. Aries Capital, which is one of the largest business development companies, BDC. They gave me 63, sorry, and LTC gave me $7. This is monthly, 53 cents. Vanguard, $14.83. Coca-Cola paid up to start off April, $15.19. Nvidia, woohoo, 4 pennies. Iron Mountain, 36.88, and AGNC, which is an MREIT for the mortgage, Fannie Mae mortgages, $9.83, and that's a monthly one. So that, along with the capital infusion, pretty typical capital infusion, I was able to, well, hold on. That totaled $169.57. Now that brought my end of March. Sorry. To $395.37. So moving along. Almost broke that 400 for the first time. Okay. Now let's go over the buys of the last 2 weeks. Try and make this once again so it's not. Okay. So what we have here, Going back to the end of March, the start of my 2 weeks, I bought a couple shares of the MREIT AGNC. It's been beaten down and it's actually continued to be beaten down. So I bought it multiple times. We can see $9.40, another couple at $9.46, and then down to $9.07 and $8.09 during this most recent buy. Um, it's been a roller coaster. I just keep buying. So it is what it is. Um, Verizon, I picked up another share of Verizon for $55.77. And Intel, I picked up two shares to add to my position, 21.33. Um, I'm looking at this as a turnaround with the new CEO and hopefully some moves that they'll make. Eventually, this will come back into paying the dividend. But for right now, it's just let's see what happens for the most part. Maybe add a little bit here and there. But I don't think Intel is going away anytime soon. So pick it up while it's low. Then we have ARCC, that BDC company. So it's picked up at 2050, again at 2023, for a total of 5 shares. And then this is actually a new one for me. Blackstone has a BDC, and Blackstone is one of the larger um, asset managers. So, from what I can tell, and like I said, I just started this position, so I'm going to do a little bit more homework. But it's similar to ARCC, and I picked up one share, 27.94. Um, and then I picked up to trade off with my riskier agency. I picked up a share of Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF for 120.19. Now, I didn't buy the lowest out of the days for the last 2 weeks. I will never be able to time the market. I never try. And while it would have been nice to have a little capital to put in on the really down days, um, it's just not in my nature. I need to deploy my capital as it comes in to just keep building that snowball. Um, that's just me. Like I said, I'll never buy the dip. I mean, let me rephrase that. I'll never buy at the bottom. I never call the bottom. Just keep going. Just keep swimming, as Dory would say. Okay, so that brings me to 11 shares for AG&C, $15.84 total. Forward dividend for the next 12 months, next year. ARCC, 5 shares, brought me $9.60. The BXSL, 1 share, brought me $3.08. And I think this yield is like 10 or 11% right now. I think this is agency is up to 16 or 17% right now. So yeah, we'll see. And then ARCC, I think, is 9 or 10. It's floating, it's changing around there. Intel doesn't pay anything. The Vanguard high yield is $3.25. Now that's just a rounding because of the fact that they don't play, or excuse me, they don't pay a strict like every quarter this is what you get. They change. So I just base off of last year's total, what they paid for the year, and I'll update that next year for this year's, just because you'll never know what they're going to give you. Um, so it's just easier to project for the year. And Verizon, the 1 share brought me $2.71. That brings my total dividend for the next 12 months projected to be $34.48. Monthly, that's $2.87, and it's about 9 cents a day. So yeah, I just keep that train going, whether it's up or down. It's just just keep swimming. So let me know what you guys bought, what everyone bought for the last couple weeks. Is there any particular stock that I should be looking into? Um, so yeah, please like and subscribe. Y'all have a good one.